Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulillah. My dear brothers and sisters, in this video class, we are going to talk about the section 2 of the first lesson of the English class of NIVS 12. So, do you remember the name of the lesson? Yes, it's my first steps. So, this was the first lesson of the English class NIVS 12. In the first video, we had already seen about the section 1. The section 1, we had understood the story, the day when the Sunil Gavaskar, the famous cricketer, was born. What was happened? There was a mix-up followed after the child's baby birth. So after that, after the Nan Kaka of the Sunil Gavaskar, the uncle of Sunil Gavaskar, he was the eagle-eyed relation. So he was very keen in observing the things. That's why, because he noticed the hole in the earlobe, he found out that the mix after the mix-up, there was no hole in the earlobe. That is how he found out there was a mix-up, and then there is a frantic search. He found out that Sunil Gavaskar was in the, lying behind the fisherwoman. So this is how uh, his day he was born. This was a story in section 1. In section 2, the exact story lies. The heart of the exact story lies in section 2. In section 2 only, he is going to narrate the events, how he learned the cricket, and what are the first steps he undertook, and whom are all the people helped in his life, so that he may become the better cricketer of the Indian cricket team in the future. Okay, so before going to the lesson, we are going to see some of the words used in this lesson and their meanings. So what is vivid? Vivid means if something is uh, strong in your mind. For example, some visuals or some words may present in your mind for long lasting manner. It won't fade away. We won't forget. That is called as vivid memory. Okay. So if you want vivid memory of any knowledge, you have to keep practicing the knowledge. That is how we can get the vivid memory. So what is recollection? If you, for someone's memory, if you are keeping any objects, that is called as what? Recollection. Okay, fine. Gallery. So gallery is the place where pictures are hanged. Kneel. Kneel means you know. So when you kneel down, that is called as kneel. Lob. Lob means when you are throwing something, especially the heavy objects, it is called as lob. Okay. And in the cricket, straight back means when you are hitting straight to the bowler back, that is called a straight back. So what is banged? When you are slamming, when you are hitting, when you are hitting something or hitting someone, that is called as bang. Frightened means fear. Shrug means so without giving any importance. When you are raising the shoulders like this, so without sometimes for the doubt, you may raise your shoulders. Sometimes for the for showing the lack of interest, you may raise the shoulder. That is called a shrug. Okay. My father shrugs when he is unsure of an answer. So he has doubt. That's why he is shrugging. Forward defense. Forward defense means instead of hitting in the cricket, when the batsman is defending himself from the ball, that is called as forward defense. This was the picture of forward defense. And what is restraint? One who is one who controls himself is restraint. Okay. Attacking shot in cricket, if you play a lofty shot, that is called as attacking shot. A cliche means is a phrase. What is a phrase? Often we will equate something with others. For example, cold as ice means what? It's very very cold like ice. Okay, so likewise we are comparing something with something, that is called as cliche. Okay. Keen. So keen means very very willing, very very interested, interesting. very very ready. So what is opposite of keen? Not willing. Okay. So what is invaluable word? Actually, the valuable word and invaluable word have the same meaning more or less, but invaluable is more valuable compared to valuable. Okay, suppose if you have any objects that have the fixed value or limited value, that is called as valuable. Suppose if you have any morals, any good characters, we can't measure those good characters, that is called as invaluable. Okay, so the valuable also is very very important and useful. Invaluable also important and useful. Often we have the wrong perception that invaluable is opposite of valuable. No, that is not the right meaning. So both having the more or less same meaning, but invaluable have more importance compared to valuable. Okay. So what is privilege? So if someone have the special rights, or if someone have the advantage over others, based on your birth, based on your race, or based on your religion. Okay, suppose if you born in a higher caste in India, you may have lot of privileges of entering the castle, entering the temple, or doing some rituals, while the lower caste don't have those privileges, lower caste don't have those advantages. Suppose you born in the rich family, you may have this advantage over the poor people, because you have the luxuries that poor people don't have, you have the education that poor people don't have. And as the student of ILM Academy, ILM Academy, you have the privilege of student of ILM Academy. You have the privilege of doing these 10th and 12th classes very easily, not by going to the school, no any hard work. Okay, very smart work. So by doing the smart work, we are doing the work very easily. What is our work? We are going to finish our class 12 very very easily. Okay. Nobody else have these privileges except the NIY students of Neelam Academy. So what is the meaning of the word compute? Compute means calculate. So here in this lesson we will be using the word reckon. So reckon means what? To estimate something, to calculate something. That is called as reckon. So what is past time? When you are spending your hobby time, when you are spending the time, that is called as past time. Pullover means this kind of dress is called as pullovers. What is caress? When you're touching something very gently or lovingly, that is called as caress. Often we caress something we love, right? Whenever we have the baby, we will caress the baby. Whenever we have some objects that is very likely for us, we will caress them. Longing. So when you want something, okay, but you want it for long, and that is called as longing. Okay, but you don't get it. You want it for long time. That is called as longing. So longing means what? You want something for a longer period of time that you don't get it. That is called as longing. So another word for longing is yearning. Yearning. Okay, yearning. So fine. Dare. Dare means if you are challenging someone to do, you can use the word dare. I dare you to do this. Means what? I challenge you to do this. Sweat. Sweat means you see the droplets from the skin is flowing when you are exposed to the sun. Whenever you do the hard work, you will sweat. Distinction. What is distinction? So after, for example, after finishing this class 12, you scored more than other students. So you made the difference. This academic difference is called as what? Distinction. What is succumb? Succumb means, for example, whenever we feel so pressurized by something, so we often give up. We won't continue some task. Succumb means நமக்கு வந்து சில பிரச்சனைகள் வரும். So we will face some problems. So whenever we face some problems, we will give the task. நம்ம அந்த காரியத்தை விட்டு கொடுத்துருவோம், அந்த பண்ண மாட்டோம். That is called as succumb. So what is fancy? If you like something, that is called as fancy. The fancy dress means what? You like the dress, that is called as fancy dress. Fancy watch means what? It's very liking for you, so that is called as fancy. What is fascinated? Fascinated means if you are thinking about something for all the time, that is called as fascinated. What is souvenir? Souvenir means it's a a goods that holds memory, that is called as souvenir. Stumps are used in the cricket. You can see in this picture. Autograph. If you get this sign of any famous person, that is called as autograph. That sign is called as what? Autograph. Linger. So you want some place, you went to that place. So after you went to that place, you don't want to leave. You are staying there for a longer period of time. அதாவது நீங்க ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போறீங்க, அந்த இடத்துல நீங்க இருக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறீங்க, அங்கேயே நீங்க ரொம்ப நேரம் இருக்கிறீங்கன்னு சொன்னா அதான் லிங்கர். So linger means what? You are staying in some place for longer period of time. It is called as linger. So what is the meaning of what is the difference between love and obsession? So if you love someone, okay, it is very healthy relationship. If you are obsessed with someone, so if anything goes beyond the limit, that is not good. Even if love goes beyond the limit, that is called as obsession. Okay, so if you love someone, it is good relationship you are keeping with someone. It may be your mother, it may be your father, it may be your husband, it may be your wife, it may be your brother, it may be your sister, anyone may be. If you love someone, it is good relationship. But if you go beyond some certain limit, it won't be very healthy. You will harm yourself and your lover. That's why you should not be obsessed with anyone. All these worldly matters are temporary. So don't be obsessed with these worldly objects. It will deviate you from the akhirah. Understand? So love is limited. Obsession is unlimited love. Understood? So what is abrupt? So if something ends unexpectedly, it is called as what? Abrupt. So what is comrade? So comrade means a colleague or fellow member of an organization. For example, you are doing something. Okay. So in this task, you got some friends, you got some colleagues, you got some brothers. That is called as comrade. So comrade means in any task, it may be playing the games, it may be studying, or it may be going to the office, or any task. So in that particular task, if you have any mate, any companions, those people are called as comrades. Verdict means judgment. Okay, so that's it about the today's vocabulary. So after this video, you have to see the section 2 video class. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.